to this. Fight night, only on DAZN.
Stand by for an absolute firecracker live on DAZN. Outside, there's some wild weather. Inside this Cannon Arena in Sheffield, GBM presents A Storm is Coming.
There is a calm before the storm, where fighters work in silence, preparing for greatness. On the 7th of December, titles are on the line, scores are settled. A storm is coming.
Hello there, and a warm welcome to the Cannon Medical Arena here in the Steel City of Sheffield, a place that my partner and co-commentator Dave Colwell knows very well. Many years spent here as a fighter and, of course, as a trainer and manager. A man of all talents, Dave. Looking forward to tonight. It should be an absolute super barn burner to win the year.
As usual, GBM shows always bring the atmosphere, always bring the action. Just a pleasure to work on, to be honest. I'm excited to be here again. Obviously, it's my home city. We're in for another good night. Izzy and the team always put on the great events, so I'm looking forward to get going.
Yeah, we're here in February, and Shaq Thompson headlined. We were back in again a few weeks ago, which was a terrific night. Tonight, Danny Quartermaine and Jack Bateson are the main event. Plenty of hors d'oeuvres ahead of that one. We've got three really good fights on the early card as well. We've got a debutant. We've got Muhammad Ali, who Dave used to train, knows well, and Ed Hardy, the farm boy. So three potential stars of the future to look out for. What catches your attention there?
Ed Hardy, his performance last time I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Working with Grant Smith, great coach there. You can see the work that they're putting in the gym. He's such a mature head, but his punch picking was fantastic, and I think he's going to be a real exciting addition to the stable.
Yep, looking forward to seeing Calvin Moyo. Just been speaking to his mum, who's a bit nervous ahead of his first ring walk as a pro. And Muhammad Ali, super flashy, plenty of skills in with Yen Casaido, who can be tough when he wants to be. So plenty to look forward to on the early card, and many attractions for later on tonight. Live on DAZN, the home of boxing. We cannot wait. Let's get over to Aki Karim to get everything underway and the action started.
Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to the Cannon Medical Arena here in Sheffield, the home of basketball team Sheffield Sharks. We have an evening of championship boxing coming your way, presented by Izzy Azif of GBM Sports in association with broadcast partner DAZN. A big night of action with professional debuts, 50-50 fights throughout the cards. We have a title eliminator, and in our main event, a clash between popular fighters Jack Bateson and Danny Quartermaine, who meet with the IBF and WBO European titles on the line. And this show is proudly sponsored by Bravos, Eco Power Group, Indus Restaurants, and www.boxesinneed.com. And please don't forget to follow GBM Sports on social media for all the behind-the-scenes footage and results from this evening's show. Your supervisor at ringside is Ian Cragg. Your timekeepers will be Chris Hancock and Pete Humphrey. Your scoring referees are both A-star referees. They are Howard Foster and Steve Gray. And your trialist referee tonight is Mark Downing. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for our first contest of the evening. It's 4 3-minute rounds sanctioned in the super welterweight division. So please welcome to the ring first, from right here in Sheffield, Yorkshire, Paul Scave.
Card tonight to cap GBM's successful 2024 off. It's Paul Scaife. 52nd ring walk, and he's from Mossborough, Dave, just down the road.
Yeah, I remember Paul when he was an amateur way back in the day. He's a very,
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent making his professional debut from Doncaster, Yorkshire, by way of Zimbabwe, Calvin Hot Chocolate Moyo.
Really looking forward to seeing this young man, Calvin Moyo. Big smile on his face all week. He sold 100+ tickets. He was meant to be making his debut on a smaller show a few days ago. That got cancelled. In steps Izzy Asif and the GBM team. And to give Calvin his dream start live on DAZN, and waiting for him, his mentor, his man, Dave Allen, who's got a huge fight in just a couple of weeks out in Saudi on the big Usyk Fury card against Johnny Fisher. But it's all about Calvin Moyo for the next 15 minutes or so, Dave.
Yep, your first fight, your professional debut. You know, what a great setting it is for him, a great opportunity.
Ladies and gentlemen, a storm is coming, presented to you by Izzy Asif of GBM Sports in association with broadcast partner DAZN. This contest, 4 3-minute rounds sanctioned in the super welterweight division. Your officials for this contest, timekeeper will be Pete Humphrey, your referee in the ring is Mark Downing, and your scoring referee at ringside is A-star referee Howard Foster. And now it's time to meet the boxers. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black and gold shorts. He scaled 11 stone even and is a veteran of the ring with 51 professional contests. He comes from right here in Sheffield. Please welcome Paul Scaife. And his opponent across the ring fights out of the blue corner wearing the blue and white shorts. He scaled 11 stone, 2 pounds and 13 ounces. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the journey begins on his professional debut. From Doncaster, Yorkshire, by way of Zimbabwe, please welcome Calvin Hot Chocolate Moyo.
Right, you both know the rules. Want a good, clean fight. Listen to my instructions and make sure you protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves, back to your corners.
Yeah, and good luck to Mark Downing, the trialist referee. Always good to see new faces. Howard Foster, a very experienced one, will be scoring this 4-rounder from just alongside us.
Round 1.
4 rounds in the super welterweight division. The shiny blue and white of Calvin Moyo, who's having his first start as a pro. Had about 17 amateur fights, won 12 of them. Been boxing about 5-6 years and really looking forward to getting going in the paid ranks. In with Paul Scaife, who's had 51 fights, 211 rounds of professional boxing. So some difference in experience, and as you say, remember him from the amateur days.
Yeah, Scaife, like I said, he knows his way around the ring. He knows how to look after himself, and he's just taking a look at Moyo now. Hands nice and tight, you know, not giving anything away. You're saying there Moyo's only had 17 amateur fights, so he's very inexperienced. You know, usually you get fighters that have had probably 25, 30 amateur fights and turn pro if they're not, you know, too bothered about the GB setup, chasing those sort of dreams. But 17 fights, and he's been in the game 5-6 years. He looks well schooled. He's got a lovely lead jab. He's been very, very patient. You know, he's got a good man in his corner there in Dave Allen. Dave's putting a lot of time and effort and energies into his young stable right now.
Yeah, for a youngster, he showed no nerves or anxiety really at the press conference on Thursday. He was full of chat and introduced me to his mum, who's obviously more nervous than he is, I should think. Watching from ringside, back behind the jab is Calvin Moyo, and he was really excited at getting going. He's an engineer by day, by trade, so he has to work alongside the boxing training, but it'll be interesting to see his development.
I like how patient he is. He's doing the fundamentals right. You know, he's just getting his distance. He's popping the jab when he gets that range, and he's throwing that right hand in. But you know, not going down with wide hooks and anything too outrageous right now. He knows he's in with somebody experienced. He's just settling into round one of his professional career nicely.
Lovely use of the left hand in this opening round. The jab just being poked out. Steady, controlled. First round of boxing. Nice right hand there too for Calvin Moyo. Looks like he's had a few fights, doesn't it?
He is very comfortable in there. Very comfortable. Switching southpaw there.
Yeah, nice. There you go, says Dave Allen in the blue corner, and the red corner of the Road Warrior, Paul Scaife. And it's good, neat and tidy boxing. I'm sure his mum, Sil, who's just beside us, will be relieved to see one round completed for her son, Calvin Moyo. And he's done a very good job as we welcome him into the professional ranks. Well, there's some of the fans, Dave. I know he's from Doncaster, so not too far away, but he's got a personality, some real charisma and intelligence, and good-looking lad as well. I think that's all going to be ticking the boxes.
Yeah, that all helps. Listen, promoters want people that can sell tickets, got a little bit of charisma, somebody who they can have a little bit of fun with at press conferences and get a few viral moments. That's what it's all about these days, as well as taking care of business in the ring. And as for taking care of business, round one, your first round of your career, can't grumble with that. I'm sure Dave and Alan will be very happy with that.
And a wry smile as well as he listened to Dave Allen's instructions. Out comes the Road Warrior in the yellow and black. It's Paul Scaife, the 33-year-old from South Yorkshire. Got stopped last time out against Emmanuel Ashong. That was at the 8th of November, so he served his month ban and back out, as he always does. What can he do against Calvin Moyo, who was patient, as Dave said, and steady, and looks as though he's got a few miles on the clock rather than just 3 minutes of action under it.
You see, because Scaife's not offering anything, you can see Moyo now is putting a little bit more sting on that jab. The first round, the jab was just being used just to get his range, getting his distance, and just getting the timing on the shots. And now the jab's got a little bit more sting in him there. You see that? Now these jabs hurt when they land.
You can see his left foot just gripping the canvas a little bit tighter, planting them nicely and switching to southpaw. Effortlessly. That's what you do in Sheffield, don't you? That's what Brendan Ingle taught everybody.
It has been known, it has been known.
Talking of classy Sheffield fighters, Nassim Hamed was on the phone this week. His boys fighting in Libya.
Yeah.
Of all places tomorrow. Adam Hamed, we wish him well.
Yeah, I saw Adam and Sammy the other day when I was up at Jamie Moore's gym in Manchester. They were both training, and Sammy was looking forward to getting out there.
Paul Scaife taking the centre of the ring. Taking the punishment, though, as Calvin Moyo begins to really settle into this. Professional debuts can be difficult. I remember your old stablemate Ryan Rhodes hitting the canvas a couple of times. Johnny Nelson didn't win his. But so far, so good for Moyo.
Yes, Scaife's not offering anything in an aggressive sort of manner. I mean, so really, Moyo's got a free pass to start unloading. I know your journeymen and your fighters, your road warriors, they want to get through the rounds and not get stopped. But you're inviting more and more punishment coming your way. Even if sometimes he'll slip or he'll dip on a shot. The shot will go over the top of his head. Scaife could come back with a little shot to the body, just to kind of steady up Moyo a little bit. Otherwise, the attacks are just going to be relentless, and sooner or later it's an accumulative effect.
Tries the right uppercut for the first time in the fight. Moyo. He's getting a little bit more inventive. Knows he can try things out, but he's got to keep his concentration because Scaife may be a journeyman with a lot of losses on the record, but he knows his way around and he will capitalise on any mistake he sees fit. 2 out of 2 for Moyo.
Yeah, like I said, you know, round 2, Moyo had a look at Scaife and started popping in that jab a little bit stiffer, drilling those right hands a little bit with a little bit more authority, and you know, you were seeing Scaife getting rocked onto his heels a lot more in that round there, and I expect him to start, you know, turning up the volume on the punches, turning up the power on the punches now in round 3 from Moyo.
Dave Allen and there still, who's Calvin's mum, taking a couple of deep breaths. I told her by 6 o'clock she'll be a relieved lady. Some mums want to be ringside. Carol Hatton, we remember her banging the canvas a few times.
Yeah.
Some like, remember Joe Calzaghe's mum, Jackie, would never go to a fight, and the Smith brothers, their mum, I think she went to one fight that Paul won as an amateur and was so sorry for the opponent, she never went again, and she's had 4 kids who fought.
That is a fighting family.
Very difficult. Fathers, mothers, brothers, sisters around fighters. Could have a support system though. And Calvin Moyo, nice body shots.
Yeah, he's mixing body and head really nicely there. But everything's starting off with a jab. I'm really impressed with him so far.
Talking about a mum, and a mum who boxes. Tycee Gallagher's joined the front row. Good to see her. She's been a real star for GBN this year. Her little one, I think she's 6 or 7, will be at home tonight. And another mother, Tasha Jonas, back in action a week today. Wheeler will be hoping that mum can impress again on the Sky Boxer Show next weekend. Here on DAZN, so much coming up for you over the next couple of weeks. And it's all eyes on this GBN show, and Calvin Moyo really beginning to enjoy himself in this professional debut tonight.
Yeah, he's teasing Scaife onto that uppercut there. You can see him lining it up. He just needs to start letting it go a little bit more often, I think. And then maybe coming back with a body shot after it.
Yeah, that left hand low. Switching. Tumbles to the ground. Paul Scaife, no knockdown call by Mark Downing.
I like that, you know, when a fighter, when there's a break in the action where it's a knockdown, or the referee's just, you know, called one of the fighters, you know, pulling them up, and they go to the neutral corner. I like when they look over at the coach and look for instructions, you know, because we all like to dish out instructions when we have those little breaks and those moments.
Just in a little bit of trouble here, Paul Scaife. He felt a couple of those punches, and Moyo now rattling in some to the body. He's been stopped.
Yeah, definitely hurt. 6
times, Paul Scaife, in a long career. And it would be some statement if Calvin Moyo can do it in fight number 1. Certainly hurt. And just troubled. Moyo not rushing. 30 seconds left in the 3rd. It's been a good watch, this.
Yeah, it's been a good performance from Moyo. Even though he's seen his man unravel in front of him, he's still not going reckless. And he's, you know, you get kids on the debut and they're just desperate for that stoppage in the debut, and they start throwing reckless shots, and yeah, they sometimes get the knockouts. But Moyo's still he's keeping his fundamental really well.
Turning to the body again, and Scaife needs the break. Just gingerly walks back to that red corner. Calvin Moyo is boxing really well here.
Yeah, I thought Scaife's legs didn't look too great when he was going back there. Yeah, there was a nice short left hand in there from the southpaw stance that landed clean on Scaife. Again, there's that uppercut, a lovely uppercut. You've got Scaife, you know, his hands are nice and tight, but he's leaning into an uppercut there. And that's just the tumble. When you're feeling the shots and when your legs start getting heavy, and if you do take a tumble, you know, he don't know how to take it even more out of the legs. It tires them out.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out for your fourth and final round.
Final round here, and it's been a good performance this from Calvin Moyo as he enters professional education. Must have been a few butterflies backstage, but it doesn't look like it. He's boxed nicely behind the jab. He increased it in the second. Third round, he seemed to hurt Paul Scape. How does he finish the show here, Dave?
He started off really well, just peppering, and then he wants to start putting in some spiteful shots. And I think if he sustains a couple of attacks, second wave goes again, then I think he could force the stoppage here.
They're very difficult, these 4-rounders, the sprint distance. Yeah. Jim Watt never used to like them. He always used to say, go in for 6 rounds because you never know with the 12 minutes. So it's difficult to force a stoppage here for Moyo. Doesn't need it, does he?
No, he doesn't need it. Oh, he's boxing really, really well. It's just if he wants the bonus, he could. I do think he could get the stoppage. But you know, to box your way like this on your debut to a 4-round points win would be really nice.
Throws plenty of punches as well. Combinations. He's got an attractive style.
He has, because he blends in the not so hard punches, the touches and the rangefinders. He blends them in with the power punches without having too much of a tell on them.
Weighed in at 11.213, so a natural super welterweight you'd imagine as he turns southpaw. Well, I've got you here, Dave. We've got a minute and a half left. Got to ask you about Dave Allen's chances in a couple of weeks. What a fight he's got against Johnny Fisher.
Yeah, listen, gonna be honest, he's up against it. You know, he's at that stage of his career now where it's nice for him to get the big opportunity, the big payday. But let's not make bones about it. Johnny Fisher's going to come out fast and he's going to look to make a statement. Dave's got to use his experience, keep himself nice and tight, and look to grind Johnny down and you know, take Johnny into places he's not been yet.
A fortnight today, Fisher Allen, part of a huge DAZN broadcast, topped of course by the rematch that the world has been waiting for, as Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury lock horns all over again. Can you believe just 2 weeks away as Calvin Moyo puts the finishing touches to what's been a lovely debut to watch. Plenty to like about it.
Yeah, really impressive debut. Very impressive. I mean, like I said, his fundamentals, he's never gone away from the jab. He can, especially when you see debut, lovely short little uppercut there. On your debut, you can get, when you find it, it's that easy, you can do what you want. Sometimes they let it get carried away and they start swinging in hard shots, loading. He's kept his jab going all the way through. He's boxed really well. He's picked out some good power shots there. He's had a variety. He's switched southpaw. I've been impressed.
Finishing very strongly as well, Calvin Moyo, close to the nose of Paul Scape. That's an excellent 12 minutes of work from the youngster from Doncaster, and under the watchful eye of Izzy Asif, which is always useful. They're the fans who've got behind him, and he sells tickets, and he performs like that with a big smile. Well, he could have a good future here.
Yeah, he's got charisma, he's got the flash. The only thing that I would say on that day that he needs to improve on is a couple of times he tried to pull off a Muhammad Ali shuffle. Wasn't so good, maybe have a little bit of work on that one, but as for his boxing prowess, I'm very, very impressed.
If that's the only criticism from Dave Caldwell, he's had a good night.
He has.
And he's very happy, and he should be. And there's his mum just alongside us, smiling and cheering, and she'd be very relieved. And they'll have a good Saturday night out in Sheffield after that one. Calvin Moyo boxing beautifully and looking like he's been a pro for a long time. Really good. Well, there's a victory for Dave Allen. Now he's going to go and put the gloves on in a couple of weeks and try and forge one of his own. Really good win that for Calvin Moyo. Very, very good professional debut.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for both boxers. After 4 rounds of boxing, we go to scoring. Referee Howard Foster's card, which reads 40 points to 36 points in favor of your winner. And now 1-0 as a professional from Doncaster. By way of Zimbabwe, it's Calvin Hot Chocolate Moyo.
The celebrations, wild and woolly, like that weather. And Calvin Moyo with a big smile. He fist pumped when he heard it was 40-36 from Howard Foster's scoring. And there's the team, and they will be absolutely delighted with him. That's how you start your career.
Definitely.
Is that how you started yours?
Actually, yeah, I won my first fight. You were trying to have a dig then, weren't you? I caught you out.
I wasn't.
Sit back down.
No, I wasn't. You're a great fighter. I remember you. Don't you worry.
No, it was very, very impressive. He's got charisma. He was comfortable when he walked out. He enjoyed his ring walk. And then from round 1, he enjoyed himself. His mum's got a smile on her face now, which is nice to see. Yeah, I couldn't be in that position. I couldn't be a parent watching a child box. That's not for me.
And look who's gone straight over to him, Izzy Asif. Well, there you go. He spots a bit of talent. Izzy's got in nice and early, and yeah, he'll be wanting to get Calvin Moyo out again.
Yeah, definitely, and I think he deserves it. You know, like I said, he was very, very comfortable in there. He picked his punches really, really well. The jab was nice. It was comfortable. Nothing was forced. When he wanted to put a little bit of sting in the shots, he did without showing a tell. You know, it was very fluid. I enjoyed watching him. I thought it was a really good debut.
Yeah, Paul Scaife, not easy. He's been in with everybody, and he looked rattled that 3rd, 4th round. You wonder if it was 6, he probably would have got the stoppage there, Calvin Moyo. And he can be moved quite quickly, I think. It looks like he's used to this. The professional game might suit him.
Yeah, I think it'll suit him, but in terms of moving quickly, you need to, because Paul's a very experienced journeyman, but he didn't really offer anything. You know, for the first round, I don't think he threw anything. He was just looking at keeping his hands up.
I mean, you can
tight.
get him out nice and fast, can't you?
Yeah,
keep him rolling.
Yeah, definitely. But that's the key for a lot of these prospects is activity. You need to keep them as active as you can. The climate in British boxing at the moment means that sometimes it's not as easy as what you would want it to be, and that can be frustrating. But that's where the learning in the gym, going around the gym sparring, getting that experience, that's key. That's all about the development.
Really good, entertaining watch. First of 9 fights tonight. Calvin Moyo victorious over 4 rounds. It's Muhammad Ali up next. So let's get up to Aki in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready for our next contest. 6 3-minute rounds sanctioned in the super bantamweight division. So please welcome into the ring first from Spain by way of Colombia, Yin Caicedo.
Well, this is Yin Caicedo, who originally is from Colombia, lives in Valencia, where the oranges come from, beautiful part of Spain. And he is, he's tough. He's 110 and 41. He's a decent opponent at this level. And he's still young, just 23, with 41 fights already. Wow.
And now please welcome his opponent from Leicester, Leicestershire, Muhammad Ali.
Well, there's the fast hands of the very popular Leicester super bantamweight, Muhammad Mustafa Ali, and the fans all cheering his name, Ali, Ali. He looks the part, Dave, and you know him well.
Yeah, and you know what? He's always got this crowd that follow him around, no matter where he boxes. He's from Leicester, he's boxed up in Newcastle, he's boxed around the place, you know, now here in Sheffield, and the crowd always follow him. He's a really, really popular kid. A lot of flash, a lot of dynamism. He can punch. He's just young, and he's just got to gather that experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, A Storm Is Coming is presented to you by Izzy Azif of GBM Sports in association with broadcast partner DAZN. And this contest, 6 3-minute rounds sanctioned in the Super Bantamweight division. Your officials, timekeeper Chris Hancock, and your referee in charge of the action, A-star referee Steve Gray. And now it's time to meet the boxers. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the green shorts, weighing in at 8 stone, 13 pounds and 5 ounces. He comes to the ring with 41 professional contests, including 10 wins, and 4 of those 10 wins come by way of knockout. Living in Spain, hailing from Buenaventura, Colombia, damas y caballeros, Yin Caicedo! And his opponent across the ring fights out of the blue corner and wears the white and red shorts. He weighed at 9 stone and 14 ounces. He is unbeaten in 6 contests, 5 wins and 1 draw, with one of his wins coming by way of knockout. He comes to us from Leicester, Leicestershire. Please welcome Muhammad Ali.
Okay, back hold break, you take 1 step back, no punches on the back of the head, protect yourselves at all times, touch gloves. Good luck, lads.
7th professional outing for the 20-year-old hot talent. He was a great amateur and learning the professional road now. Muhammad Ali in with Yin Caicedo, only 3 years earlier, older, much more experienced, and has many more wins on the record than Ali. But in terms of class and speed and skill and craft, Ali should be a league above him. But a right hand, and again from Caicedo early, a reminder that he's not just here for a payday.
He's not. Those 2 jabs from Ali straight away downstairs. There were 3 jabs there. They're beautiful shots. He's got immense speed, great athleticism.
Looking to start fast here. Ali really getting hold of centre ring, the wide stance from the southpaw, who was a multi-champion at amateur, and he fires out a left hand. Beautiful backhand, the fast punches.
Cannot miss with that lead jab to the body.
It's what caught the eye of the promoters early doors. You had him in the gym, Dave. How fast is he?
Oh, he's right up there, one of the fastest fighters I've ever seen. He's got great hand speed.
And even if they hit gloves, the fans will cheer every single shot he throws. Caicedo trying to settle down. The right hand's not getting off, and the feet are good. The concentration. It's a rapid start, this, and a great jab to the body. You pick that up after the first 15, 20 seconds or so, and he's utilising that punch really effectively.
He is, and you see this right hand that the Colombian keeps firing when he steps forward. Ali, as he's dropping back, you'll find a left hand coming straight out downwards, and that's the shot that you could see him doing with.
Just feinting and waiting, stalking. Caicedo is very busy. A fortnight ago, lost to Lee Rogers on points. One of the most active on the circuit. Just bundled down towards the last 30 of the opening round. It's been all Muhammad Ali. Not around the back of the head. Steve Gray will tick him off for that. Just can't get near him.
No, and this is the problem, especially earlier doors when you're fighting someone with fast feet, fast hands. You know, if you're so crude and you're trying to throw from so far out, you've got no chance of catching up. You've got to provide clever, intelligent pressure. I mean, the only thing that Ali's doing is he's loading up a lot on his shots.
Jab beats speed. That's what Vernon Forrest always used to say. But speed kills. It's good. And Muhammad Ali's got plenty of it.
See, he's got very, very long arms as Ali. You know, that's something that, couple that with his actual speed, it gives him a great advantage. And this is why he's spearing people early doors. You know, round ones, round twos, he's so fast, especially.
Still only 20 as well, he's really young.
Yeah, he's a baby. There's no need to rush the kid, just get him experience, have him developing, build up that confidence, and you know, in a few years' time, take it from there.
Second up, round 2.
Big night for GBM to finish the year. We're watching Muhammad Ali. He was on display against Jake Pollard just a few weeks ago. Won in 4 rounds. Tonight he's in with Yin Caicedo in those silver and black trunks with the big black leggings as well and the grey boots. The tassels around the white and red for Ali. Good opening round. Fast, hard, accurate shots to head and to body, and particularly good was that jab. It's the leverage and the long arms you're talking about. Gets that reach.
Yeah. Nice right hand from Caicedo downstairs.
He's been looking for that, Caicedo.
Yes, but he's got to get his feet in distance first. And single shots are going to be a little bit difficult to land. He needs to come back with a second.
Neat combination from Ali, partially blocked by Caicedo. He's going to have to use every bit of his ring savvy and his fitness, Caicedo, to stay with Ali here.
He is, but the other thing is when you're throwing the punches at the same speed and the same power all the time, you can get a read on that. You can start timing that. It's almost like you get used to the power of the punches.
He's got a bit of damage just above the right eye there, Ali. Remember a strange incident last time he fought, he was sort of hit around the back of the head.
That was a nice left hand.
And hurt in the first few seconds of that fight with Pollard.
Yeah.
He shrugged it off, got the win. But yeah, just dabbing away at the eye, that's not what he needed in the second round. But another thing you've got to deal with as a young professional.
You see, Caicedo's he's a lot more confident now. I mean, he's headhunting, and that's his problem. If he's going downstairs at Ali's body, then he'd have a lot more success. He'd be hitting something to slow him down a little bit more. But he's a bit too carried away.
The fans like that.
Yeah, that's the showmanship. That's the flash that Ali's got.
Oh, he's having a go. Is it the referee in the corner shouting, I think, in his own cornerman there?
I don't know if he got hit with another nice jab to the pit of the stomach there from Ali.
He wasn't happy, Caicedo. There's a left hand as well from Muhammad Ali. He's getting frustrated, wielding in big hooks.
Nice right hand.
Hitting a lot of fresh air, and Ali digging in again. He wants a fight, he wants a performance here, Muhammad Ali.
He does, but he doesn't need to stand in range and have a fight with him, because he's giving Caicedo the opportunity there.
He's very angry, Caicedo, with his trainer.
He's saying, why have you put me in with somebody as fast as this? I can't hit him.
Yeah, blame the matchmaker. Only fought last week. What are you doing this week?
You see, Caicedo's got close in that round, and Ali's picked up a little bit of damage there. This is the problem: is when you're throwing the same shot, the same power, the same speed all the time. You do get a read. He's getting a little bit more confident in taking the shots and coming on in. We've just had the indication from the referee there, Steve Gray, that the cut was caused by an head clash.
Seconds out. Round 3.
One of our best referees of modern times, Steve Gray, always in the in and around the big fights too these days as well. We've got Howard Foster tonight, so good officials for a good show as GBM presents A Storm Is Coming, the 7th show of the year, and Muhammad Ali trying to light things up. We asked in the press conference who was going to steal the show, and Ali said, "It's me. I'm going to be venomous tonight."
Well, he's certainly trying it. Took a right hand from Caicedo just a second ago, took it well. It wasn't quite flush. But another sign that Caicedo's getting a little bit closer.
Ali turned over against Sean Jackson back in 2023. Won a host of titles as an amateur, been boxing since 11. Caicedo, very different sort of career. He's been around since 2021 and he's already in fight number 42.
See, whereas before in round 2, Caicedo was getting his feet in closer before he was firing on the odd occasion that he'd land. Again, he started trying to throw from too far out. So then he's vulnerable to walking onto a counter from Ali like that.
Right hand from Ali. And again, he misses. He must be expending a great deal of energy here, Caicedo. He's made the short trip from Spain, from Valencia. We were out there last week in Gandia, where Alexander Usyk is preparing. That's his headquarters for the big fight in a couple of weeks, and he was looking extremely good, Dave.
I can't wait to see that. I cannot wait to see that. The first fight was fantastic. I think this one's going to be even better.
Tyson Fury, hold up, not allowing media anywhere near his camp, taking it extremely seriously as he needs to. Rematch alert, 2 weeks today. Meanwhile on DAZN we have Muhammad Ali showcasing his skills, his movement, his talent. Just staring down Caicedo, isn't it? He's enjoying himself in there, I think.
Yeah, Caicedo's very frustrated. He's hitting nothing. But half of it's his own fault, because when he does get himself in distance, he's just winging away at the head.
Only stopped 3 times, Caicedo. And Ali's only got 1 knockout on the record so far. May not be a dynamite puncher to go with the super skills, but he's boxing well enough.
Yeah, he's always just out of range for Caicedo, Ali. Ali's got great feet, fast feet. Sways out of the way, comes back with little touches and little swings back with his lead hand, knocking off Caicedo off balance.
Corners. Seconds out. Round 4.
Here's the 4th round. Muhammad Ali straight into the centre of the ring. Do you like his wide stance? Do you think that suits him?
Yeah. I mean, he does box from a wide stance because he likes to load up on and look for the power on his shots. But the only thing is sometimes he's a little bit too wide and then he takes a step with his lead foot, leaves him a little bit overhanging. When he steps up, he could get caught on the way back out on the recoil.
Yin Caicedo full of fire, not much success, hasn't won a round yet. Did get a victory in May, stopping Josh Nutley in 3 rounds, so always a danger in the ring. He's got 4 knockouts on the record, 10 victories. Yes, a number of defeats and draws, but he can pop a surprise.
He needs Ali to stand right in front of him for him to close that surprise, because he can't get anything off while Ali's using his attributes. his agility.
Left hand from Caicedo. He tries to close the range. He's got to target the body of Ali, back him into corners, make it uncomfortable. This is a little bit better from the Colombian.
But even when he gets there, he's throwing single shots. A little success there, through a jab, through a right hand, they both landed from Caicedo there. Keeping Ali thinking. I hope he's not going to try and get in a flash off with Muhammad Ali, because he ain't going to win that.
Look at Caicedo now, he's having a look at you, Dave, having a wander around. Showmanship, showboating, kidology. Get the gloves up, that's what we say, isn't it?
Yeah. Win the fight.
Well, he's way behind Caicedo. He's got to find some success. And waltzing around now, Muhammad Ali. Do you like this sort of stuff?
Yes, I do. I'm a lover of flash. If there's
like
if it's warranted. If it's warranted. You know, if you're in a good fight and you're doing a great job in there, yeah, why not?
It is entertainment, of course, it's a show, but it's a dangerous business. Muhammad Ali is quenching any of that. He's 4 rounds up. It's all fairly comfortable for him.
That was a nice left hand from Ali. But again, Caicedo just walks through it.
Just another day at the office for Yim Caicedo, isn't it? Looking at him on his red stool.
Yeah, I don't think that he'll have faced many people as fast as Ali, to be honest. Probably not had as many frustrating nights like this.
Seconds out. Round 5.
Yeah, he's probably slightly irritated. It's not a 4-rounder, but 6 it is. On we go. Nice payday before Christmas. Finish the year. Fit, always takes jobs at short notice. That's what the business needs. More of the likes of Yin Caicedo. And he's only 23, so he's going to be testing these prospects for a while yet. Muhammad Ali in almost cruise control in that 4th round. Let's see what he does in the final 6 minutes. It's been very one-sided.
Yeah. He's handled Caicedo really well. He's, for the most part, he's just kept on the end of his jab, switched the angles, frustrated, used his feet to always keep Caicedo reaching, falling off balance.
Do you think the plan beforehand was to get some good rounds in before 2025 and obviously hoping that next year is a breakthrough one for him?
Yeah, no doubt. But you can see with the way that Ali goes about his business, he does try and get the stoppage. He does want the stoppages.
Yeah, the next one's listed as welter on their thing, but I checked with the board and they said it's feather.
He's a good judge of distance, very light on his feet. Those white and gold boots, tip-tapping around the canvas. He's got good flexibility, good movement, tries the uppercut there. Has he got real power? You've had him on the pads.
He's got good power, but he's only baby. His power's going to improve. I don't want people getting carried away with his power, and he's not getting stoppage on his records at the moment. He's a baby, he's a young kid. He's got to work on his strength, his conditioning, and then he'll start stopping people, because he's got that athleticism, he's got that fast twitch fibre where his hand speed's incredible. When he gets the timing right and he delivers the weight right, then he can punch. but as you can see, the majority of the fights, he throws everything the same power, the same speed. I know I keep repeating it, but that's why fighters can take the shots.
Also, it's never easy against the likes of the Caicedos to get the stoppages. You're getting good work. Look, he's firing back in the 5th round, even though he hasn't won a round.
Yeah.
But it's maybe disguising, isn't it?
Yeah.
And trying to find out how he can increase the power. The man's strength will help.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's a baby, so it doesn't mean that he's not going to end up being a puncher.
Right hand from Caicedo. His corner gets a bit more active, then he just hits his thighs as if to say, come on, let's have a scrap. Stand and fight me.
He wants to stop punching his legs and just keep on working, and he'll have a bit more success.
I like him fired up.
It was a better round from there, but
what's a better round?
Again, it's the when you're loading up and you're swinging, then you can find yourself, you're right in that range, and that's what happened in that round with Ali a little bit. You know, he's dipping down, making big movements, and Caicedo was right there to fire back. Caught him a couple of times, scuffed him around the top of the head, knocking him off balance a little bit. That just makes it look a little bit uncomfortable for him, and he'll get away with it tonight. But when you're stepping up against better opponents, that's where things will be a little bit harder for him. Just got to keep that composure, and just when you've got control of a fight, keep that control.
10 seconds, corners.
Filling up here at the Cannon Arena in Sheffield.
For your 6th and final
Used
round.
a great deal for boxing these days. Callum Simpson's back here in January's a visitor tonight. We'll see him. Sonny Edwards coming. Ticey Gallagher at ringside. Plenty of fighters want to be around GBM shows. Final round here of Muhammad Mustafa Ali from Leicester. He's won pretty much everything so far against a tough Yin Caicedo, who's been frustrated but won't give up, and that's good to see. Ali.
Back behind that jab now. The first jab that he threw was back downstairs. He's gone away from that a little bit. That's a very impressive shot from Muhammad Ali. Just needs to keep going with it and keep sticking with it.
And this support, you're right about it. Following him up and down the country from Leicester.
He's got fantastic support. He's a popular kid. He's a nice kid.
What's he got to work on? What do you...
It's just experience. He's just got to settle down, be comfortable, have a little bit of variety on his shot. Not try too hard, trying to blow people's head off with one shot at a time. Good body shot there from Caicedo, or maybe a little bit low. Maybe not so good.
I mean, winning everything as an amateur. Obviously, the professional business is different, but it's a great pedigree, it's a great foundation.
It is, but don't forget, he won everything as a junior, so he's learning on the job as a senior. He's not, until he's turned professional under the bright lights and the big fanfare, he's not fought men. So there's a big difference between that and fighting juniors. So he's learning on the job. He's learning about himself, and he's learning on the job.
Yep, the whole team at GBM went out last night to an amateur show. The LA club in Doncaster, who are fighting the Irish of Stephen Malloy's group over from Galway. It was great to see them, all between like 11 and 16, and various different techniques, and all up for it, and learning the business as junior amateurs. It was brilliant.
This is better from Caicedo.
Caicedo, again, he just wants to stand and tear into Muhammad Ali. Ali's got to be clever. Last 50 seconds, he's done everything right so far.
Doesn't need to stand there. Doesn't need to give him an opportunity. Stick to what you're doing. You box well.
But you're right. These junior amateurs, like we saw last night, the young kids. It's a big difference between that and the really hard professional business.
Yeah. Caicedo's had a good round here in this final round.
I think he's had a good couple of rounds, Caicedo. Might have had a share of the 5th, and he's certainly winning this one. If it was 8 rounds, it could get quite interesting. Last few seconds of the fight, Muhammad Ali has won it, but Jim Caicedo has played his part, especially as the minutes have ticked on, and he deserves his applause, and he'll get it. And Muhammad Ali has a good
Yeah.
6th-round workout.
He'll be happy with that. Listen, it's no good him just coming in and bowling people over. It's no good coming in and having a guy that's not firing back. Caicedo was very awkward, very tricky himself. You know, it could have been, ended up being a scrappy fight there, but I thought Muhammad Ali boxed really, really well. He's very, I keep saying, he's a young kid, he's learning on the job. You know, he's like I said, no senior experience in the amateurs, so he's learning on the job against men, and he's doing a fantastic job. He's just got to keep on learning, keep his head switched on, and keep developing in the ring.
Yeah, good young prospect he is, Muhammad Ali. Still just 20, remember. And that was fight number 7 as a professional. He's undefeated. So far, so good.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for both boxers. After 6 rounds of boxing, we go to Steve Gray's scorecard, which reads 59 points to 55 points in favor of your winner from Leicester, Leicestershire, Muhammad Ali.
That's win number 6 for Muhammad Ali. Only one draw, the blemish on his smart record so far. Respect there for Yin Caicedo, who struggled to get to grips with the speed of Ali for the first 4 rounds, but yeah, it was more interesting in the last couple, and yeah, it was a good night. Look at the smile, he's happy.
Yeah, and he wants to be. He wants to be. Like I said, that could have been an awkward night for him. But the majority of the time in there, I thought he boxed really well. He controlled him. I loved the jabs to the body, especially what he opened up with, and he kept going with the first round. Just went away from that.
How come he's got so many fans? I mean, it was a huge cluster behind us who've made the travel up to Leicester. He's always been popular, is he?
Yeah, he's always, right from his debut, he's sold loads of tickets, and they travel. You know, he's got a great fan base, good people around him. It's because he's a nice kid. You know, he's a nice kid. People want to see him do well, and they want to support him. And you know, like I said, he's young. You know, he's young. He's got bags of time.
There he is with Izzy Asif, who always good to see, stopping the young fighters and just giving them a little time, and that's really important. Eddie Hearn always used to do that. The young prospects coming through, they like it. You know, they know that they're not the centerpiece, the main attractions of the night, but this is really valuable for Muhammad Ali. This.
Yeah, it is. It is. You know, you need to soak up feedback and positive, negative feedback from your performance. You need to soak that up and take it, and you can learn and adapt from it.
So come on, you're one of the most experienced commentators, one of the best analysts we have in the game. Positives to take from Ali and negatives to work on.
The positives are he's a fantastic talent. He's got unbelievable speed, but he's got to be a little bit more adaptable and a little bit disguising things a little bit more in how he throws his shots, how he delivers the shots.
Well, one out with Muhammad Ali and one coming in. We're about to see the reintroduction of the farm boy. So Muhammad Ali gets good marks out of 10.
Yeah, good. It was good. I thought it was good. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10 for Muhammad Ali. Let's see what Ed Hardy's going to get next from the Steel City Gym in Sheffield. Very popular, and a farmer who's a fighter. Great story. Let's get back to Aki.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for our next contest. 6 rounds in the featherweight division. Please welcome to the ring first from Manchester, Lancashire, Sean Jackson.
Well, he's made the trip over from Wythenshawe. Sean Jackson, regular on the circuit. Been a professional for the last 2.5 years, and he's in his 30th ring walk. So a bit like Paul Scape earlier, knows his way around the ring, and
will look to test these young prospects. Dalton Smith, alongside his dad Grant, in the blue corner, waiting for their farm boy, the very popular Ed Hardy.
And now please welcome his opponent from Doncaster, Yorkshire. It's Ed Farm Boy Hardy.
Well, in his farmer green, here is Edward Hardy, the 22-year-old from Doncaster, from the Mar Grange farm, with a big smile, the personality, the fan base, and he's exciting as well. Lee Eaton keeps telling me he's going to be a really good pro, this guy.
Yeah, I like this kid. I like this kid. Everything about him. Yeah, obviously I worked on his last fight. Impressed with his performance. I like everything about him. His charisma. He's one to watch, definitely. I'm looking forward to this performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, A Storm Is Coming is presented to you by Izzy Azif of GBM Sports in association with broadcast partner DAZN. And our sponsors this evening are Bravos, Eco Power Group, Indus Restaurants, and www.boxersinneed.com. Your officials for this contest, timekeeper Pete Humphrey, and your referee in charge of the action is A-star referee Howard Foster. And now let's meet the boxers. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the grey, white and gold shorts. He weighed in at 8 stone, 12 pounds and 9 ounces. And he comes to the ring with 29 professional contests to his name. He hails from Manchester, Lancashire. Please welcome Sean Jackson. And his opponent across the ring fights out of the blue corner and wears the green and black shorts. He weighed in at 8 stone, 12 pounds and 2 ounces. And comes to the ring unbeaten as a professional with 1 win against no losses. He comes to us from Doncaster, Yorkshire. Please welcome Ed Farm Boy Hardy.
Both know the rules, keep it clean, drink straight away when told. Both watch your heads in close, good luck to you both. Touch gloves.
Steve Gray replaced by Howard Foster, another of our top, most experienced referees. Here's one of the least experienced professionals in the country so far, Ed Hardy, but he was a really good amateur. Had about 80 bouts, went in with the likes of Adam Azim. He's tough. He's a come-forward aggressor who's got a good boxing brain on him as well, and he's a fantastic farmer, 4th generation. Got a magical place in Mar Grange, just outside of Doncaster. Lovely family who support him in the green trunks with Farm Boy on the waistband. Not many farmers who take to boxing, so he's going to bring the support. And he's in with Sean Jackson, 6 years older, southpaw, 28-year-old from Manchester. Never been stopped. Not a winner, but he knows how to survive and make things awkward in there. Hardy going to body and then to head. Impressively.
What's more impressive is straight away he's cutting off Jackson's exits. He's cutting him off really quick. And onto ropes straight away. We're not even a minute into the first round.
Well, that's what he did with Angel Gomez in his first fight. He looked like a seasoned pro.
Yeah, good feet.
Good feet. Likes to trap his opponents in the corner. Unleashes shots. Sonny Edwards watching along at ringside. He'll be joining us on the main DAZN production at 7 o'clock. And Dalton Smith watching on from the corner. Couldn't have better people around here.
No, it's not bad.
Whipping in the right uppercut as well. On his debut, the team was split because half of them had to be down in London at York Hall. That's what happens when you've got a big stable. Chantel Cameron also in the Steel City. Someone one of the most thriving gyms in the UK. Ed Hardy looking for the body shots and a right to the head as well. Good defence from Sean Jackson, who just slips there.
Yeah, Jackson's going to need all his defensive prowess here because Hardy is cutting him off very, very quickly, not allowing him to breathe at all. And he's constantly in range. But he's showing maturity in the fact that he's not just throwing for the sake of it.
It's that body shot. Quick hands, Ed Hardy. He's been boxing a long time as a youth, so although it's day-to-day work on the farm, he does do an enormous amount of training and sparring as well. Life just doesn't stop in that household. Really trying to target the body and slow down Jackson. Good tactics here in the opener. Yeah, it's excellent work this from the farm boy.
Nice right hand there, straight through the middle.
Yeah, it's making life uncomfortable for the journeyman.
And that's exactly what it is. You know, journeyman just wants to control, get through the rounds. What they want to do is they want to run down the clock without having to defend, without having to take shots. But Hardy's not allowing him to do that because he's cutting off the ring so well. So he's constantly under pressure. He's constantly goes back against the ropes.
What a bucket man. Dalton Smith, one of the best fighters in the UK, holding the spit bucket. That's great.
No ego whatsoever.
No ego.
That's what I like.
You know what? He's such a nice fella. So is Adam Azim, and they've got an absolute blockbuster coming up at some point, surely in 2025 or beyond. That's a great rivalry that's being built. Adam Azim back in February. Dalton Smith with Eddie Hearn. Adam Azim with Ben Shalom. That's a really tasty one,
yeah.
That story.
It's one of the, listen, we want it to happen. We hope it's going to happen.
Seconds.
Please God it happens over on these shows. It'd be nice for Sheffield.
Seconds out, round 2.
Second of 6 here. Green trunks of the 22-year-old from Doncaster, Ed Hardy, in with Sean Jackson. Who's been busy. 8th fight of the year, Dave.
Yeah, he knows his way around the ring, but he's got to get some sort of respect from Hardy. Because it's just wave after attack.
It's that left hook to the body that Hardy is looking for and stalking around the ring. Trying not to let Jackson breathe or have any respite, because that's what the journeyman, the battle-hardened, experienced guys want. They want a little bit of a break every now and again. Last week, Jackson went a 4-round distance, but this over 6. And Hardy wants to impose himself physically tonight.
Oh, that's a nice right hand.
Lovely. Yeah, beautiful right hand. Just troubled Jackson, who's on his bike. Hardy just won't let him into the neutral corner. It's a really good performance, and down he goes. He hit him when he was down, but that's a great shot from Ed Hardy. And you not often see Sean Jackson in a position like that. Remember, he's never been stopped in his career. He's got a ticking off from Howard Foster, rightfully so, and a touch of gloves, but the first move was class.
Yeah, it was. Very good. I was just about to say this is going to be a long night because it's just wave after wave attack, and that's the problem. Hardy's doing just a fantastic job of never letting Jackson out of his sights, out of his range, so he can hit him whenever he wants to hit him, he can throw whenever.
I had the pleasure of a day on his farm when he took me around. He's an intelligent guy, Ed Hardy.
Nice right uppercut on the inside there.
And he's using some real smarts in the ring to work this one out, especially to the body downstairs. And that left hook is a dynamite shot tonight from Hardy.
It is, but he's doing everything effortless. It's really good work.
He's being chewed up here, Sean Jackson, and it's not often you see that.
Jackson isn't even holding though. He's looking, well, there he's trying to hold there. But he needs to kind of like nullify the attacks the best he can. You're not going to throw, you've got to just grab hold of him and make it a stinker, make it, you know, any way you can get out of it. He's getting hit too clean too often. He's got a long way to go. This is round 2.
It's been the distance with Aaron Hayden. Bradley Thompson, and down he goes again, looks in his corner. It's all a bit too much, this, for Sean Jackson.
6, 7.
Counts at 7, down twice, and the bell saves him.
Do you know what? I'm not going to lie. He's a German. He's here to earn his money. I'm pulling him out because it's only going to get worse. He's got no answer. He's got no answer to survive. It's not even like, you know, you're trying to find a way to win. He's got no answer to survive this. He's just going to get chewed up more and more and more. And you can see in Jackson's eyes, listen, he's brave and he's got plenty of bottle, but he looks shocked at how easy he's getting hunted down.
This sport is about levels, and journeymen can get through against some novices, but this is a novice that's going to go places, Ed Hardy.
Yeah, I would definitely say so. But what I'm saying is everything that Hardy's doing looks effortless. That's what I love to see prospects when they're going through the gears. They're looking to stop somebody, but it looks effortless.
Seconds out, round 3.
2 knockdowns in the second round. Ed Hardy looking for victory number 2 in impressive style, and back he goes again to hunting down Sean Jackson, who's been sent out for the 3rd round. There's a long way to go. He's always heard the final bell, the man from Manchester. Will he this time?
And this is a good test for Hardy's mentality to see, does he start loading up or does he continue to do what he's doing, efficient in his movements, making sure he gets his feet in the right place and not smothering his work.
Going for the volume though, and down he goes again.
This is what I'm saying, there's no point in being here.
He looks in his corner, he smiles, he'll get up bravely, but Howard Foster's not going to want to see much more of this. The count's at 9, he's going to call it off. That's a big win for Ed Hardy. 3 knockdowns in a 3rd round victory in fight number 2. And the farm boy, well, he puts out a statement tonight very early on in his professional career. And he absolutely looked a class act, and the way he did it, the manner of stalking around the ring and delivering the right shots at the right time, particularly to the body, was mightily impressive tonight.
So impressive. Listen, I was so impressed with the first time I saw him, which was his last fight. Tonight, he's gone up another level, and it's how quick, straight away in that first round, you saw that it was suffocating Jackson, and Jackson just couldn't get away. And round 2 was a very, very hard round for Jackson. He was rope to rope. He was constantly under fire. He was constantly in that range where he was being threatened or being touched or being hurt. And you saw there, only a few seconds into round 3, he's on the floor again. And it was a tough night for Jackson because he's a very good fighter, a very good operator in the game. But Hardy was just another level. He's a good fighter, a very good fighter. He's definitely one of the prospects to watch in 2025.
All smiles for Ed Hardy with Grant and Dalton and Sonny and the team, and he becomes the first man to stop Sean Jackson. Yes, he was expected to win, but how he did it, wow. Everybody looking to steal the show tonight in Sheffield. Maybe this guy, Ed Hardy, is the contender. And I tell you what, Dave, it couldn't happen to a nicer fella. People are going to get behind him. He's going to have big support. He's got a big future.
Yeah, I think he really has. He's got charisma. He's already got a good support base now. It's only going to grow and grow. And with performances like that, he's really going to take off.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for both boxers. Your referee, Howard Foster, stops this contest. Your official time, 50 seconds of round number 3. Therefore, your winner by TKO is Ed Farmboy Hardy.
Ed Hardy, victory number 2. Absolutely blistering performance here in Sheffield. And it will be back to the farm tomorrow morning. There's plenty of work to do as the festive season kicks in. But all eyes from Izzy Assi from the Steel City Gym will be on what Ed Hardy can conjure up in 2025, because Dave Colwell's right. This is one exciting prospect. The farm boy, Ed Hardy, remember the name. But I tell you what, he's not my best friend, because he didn't bring me any of the farm produce. He said he would, and I've had nothing from the shop.
Listen, I have a minimum of 3 eggs a day. He can come my way and start delivering some eggs. If not, I'll even go and pick him up if he's going to sort me out.
His shop at Margrange is absolutely extraordinary. A 4th generation farmer. He will run it one day. I wonder if he'll run the boxing scene at welterweight. Domestically, he could be a real problem, Ed Hardy. Dalton Smith, can't wait to see him back in 2025. Happy Christmas to the pair of them. Really excited. Come on then, he says. Yeah, really good to see from Ed Hardy. I'm sure he'll be back out watching the rest of the bill. He's a boxing fan. And why not, Dave? Really good.
Yeah, like I said, as a prospect, you want to see him composed and just mature in that ring. Doesn't matter, you know, it can be early on in the career. This is the learning stage, but I'd rather see a fighter like that, picking the shots, putting the feet in the right place, and then delivering quality placed shots, than somebody just going in for a tear-up and getting a knockout in a shootout.
Impressive, the team around him, and really good that he was in a 6-rounder in just his 2nd fight. The future's bright for Ed Hardy. The future's bright for us tonight. I hope you've enjoyed the early card. We will be back on the DAZN app for the main fights from 7 o'clock. Niall Berry kicks us off. We've got Taz Nadeem, the big puncher, Amar Akbar, and all his noisy Dewsbury fans. We've got Kez Ashfaq and Levi Giles in a cracker for a Commonwealth Super Featherweight Eliminator. Niall Berry, we see Taz Nadeem, Amar Akbar, Kieran Malloy. Watch out for him, brilliant amateur, unbeaten as a pro. Giles Ashfaq as your chief support, and then the big one, it's Danny Quartermaine and Jack Bateson. Quick line on that, because it seems to be a 50-50, the trainer split.
Yeah, listen, we know that Jack Bateson's got quality, but he has only recently moved up 2 divisions, not just 1 division, 2 divisions. And in Quartermaine, you know, he may not have the polished skills of Bateson, but he's naturally going to be the bigger man. It's a great clash of styles. I think it's going to be a really, really good fight, and it is, like we say, it is a pick-em. You know, I think if Jack's strong at the weight, Jack's boxing skill, his IQ, I think that could deliver him the win tonight. But it's one of those, it's 50-50.
Let me just look at your watch. You've got about 12 minutes or so, if you're accurate, Dave, just to go and have a coffee, a quick bite to eat. Be back with us at 7 o'clock. DAZN app, 6 fights ahead for you. Nick, Pete, Sonny Edwards, Dave and I will be back shortly.